Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here today. I brought out the UMX pits, and we got just a light breeze today, so I'm expecting it to fly really nicely, and I'm hoping to have a little bit of fun. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this flight, and hopefully I can really have fun with it since the wind is not too horribly bad. It's coming out of the south, just light breeze, probably. It feels like maybe in the 5 to 6 range, not too bad really. And these UMX planes, they can definitely handle just a light breeze. And if I need to, I can always throw it in safe, and it makes it super easy. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. All right, I got it in high rates, and I have the timer set to 5 minutes, and safe is off. All right, let's do it. So the wind is coming from that direction, so I'm going to bring it over this back lot and we'll be flying it over here, but I just happen to set it over here, so let's take off. I am flying it on the 3S Spectrum battery. It's a 300 milliamp hour battery, and this thing has tons and tons of power if you really want it to do it. I am flying about half throttle. I did punch it pretty hard to take off because I just wanted to make sure it get up before it got to that tall grass. But it's doing good. You can see it's a very capable airplane, and it's been a little while since I've flown it. That's one of the reasons I picked it. Woo! That was close. So I thought I was doing something, and it did something different. So we'll have to take it up just a little bit here, about that high, and keep some speed, and then I can do that loop. There it is. That's what I thought I was doing a second ago, and I did stall it, and it was inverted, and so I just kind of got lucky that I was able to pull out of that. It still feels really nice. The wind is doing pretty good, and that's the key. I want to see if I can do that knife edge. I've got some birds up there playing with me. Hopefully they don't become part of the show here, starting to chase my plane. AS3X is doing a wonderful job. There we go, holding it in the knife edge. Got it down there a little ways. Hopefully you guys will still be able to see it. A little bit of down elevator and aileron roll, because I wasn't really going hard on the throttle. There we go. There, I got it into that same inverted attitude, but this time I saw it, was able to just roll it over. Because the sun's not out, I am struggling to see it real good when I get it over there. It's just kind of blending in with the shadows, so I just need to keep it a little bit closer, or above the horizon, I guess is the right thing. Keep it kind of up in those clouds so I can see the airplane good. Oh, this airplane is always a good time. I flew this one a little while back when I flew for some Cub Scouts, and they really love seeing this little airplane fly, especially after I just flew the big Flex Innovations Mamba. And they thought that was pretty cool. So it's got a little bit of left rudder, I think. If I look at it here, it's turning to the left. You see it just kind of turning. So see if I can correct that out of it just a little bit. It's making some weird lines. It's still turning to the left just a little bit, but hopefully it's a little better. That's one thing about this airplane, is it flies pretty big for the size. Feels like a bigger airplane, and that's one thing that I think a lot of people like about it, is it definitely feels like you're flying something that can do a lot of the RC things that you want it to do. There's a big old knife edge going back there. As typical for me, doing knife edges from right to left are much easier. Although with this airplane having that left turn built into it right now, doing the knife edge the other way might not be so bad. But I do struggle with the up-down piece. You kind of get used to it one direction, and so my timer is counted down and told me it's time to land. So let's bring it in for a nice easy landing. Boy, that was beautiful landing. Hopefully you guys got to see that. Alright guys, I thought it'd be fun to bring out two UMX planes. So here we have the newer UMX Timber X. And you guys know how excited I was for this one to come out. And believe it or not, this is only my second time having this out to fly it, so I'm looking forward to flying it again. It's been so windy that I didn't want to bring it out and crash it, so it's a little bit nicer day, and I thought, man, I better bring out two. So I got the Timber X out here with me, and I've made some adjustments on expo and the rates. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. So this airplane's also flying on the 3X or 3S Spectrum 300 milliamp hour battery. Now I have it in low rates, set for 80% with 35% expo. I have dialed in a lot of down elevator and a lot of left rudder, and so let's get this thing in there and see how it does. It still feels like it's climbing, but that's okay. Might just try to dial in some more down elevator because it is diving in the invert, so it's definitely trim, not a CG problem. But it's flying really nicely. The last time I had it out, I didn't have any rates set up or any expo, and it definitely felt like a lot to handle, but right now it feels really decent. Pretty happy right now. Feels good. And even though I got 80% on the ailerons, boy, when I go full aileron, it had a serious roll rate. That's pretty good roll rate for low rates. So I throw this into high rates, I should be able to, or somebody that knows what they're doing should be able to get that 3D action going on like that. That ain't too bad. I'm pretty happy there. I'm giving a lot of up elevator. It's climbing because I'm not super comfortable at it. But even with it set like this, I got a feeling that I could get that. Well, no, maybe I need to be in high rates to get it to do that pop top action. So we'll go into high rates here. Let's take it up. And not quite. See that it is a lot more. And I did put, so high rates is 100%, but I've dialed the expo to 40 or 45%, which is helping quite a bit. It doesn't feel a whole lot different than the 80%. Still giving some down elevator to try and keep it nice and straight. But I'm sure that if I pop it, see, just like that, with all the extra controls now, and a lot of that rocking it's doing on its own. I'm not doing that. There you can just get it. I'm giving a full up elevator, but it's way over my head. I'm having a good time with it though, guys. That's the thing, is when it does that and I feel like I'm out of control, then it's a problem, but it feels good. I feel like I got full control over it. I'm letting it do that stuff, knowing that I can recover. And man, you know what, that's one thing that I was kind of surprised, is how good that motor on this airplane responds to the throttle it changes. So I'm kicking that throttle, trying to do that pulsing that you see all the big time people that do a lot of 3D action. You see them pulsing it, trying to keep that altitude, and it's handling it very well. Woo, my goodness. That roll rate is crazy. With 40%, I'm able to make it look smooth at lower speeds, but then when I go full aileron, it just twirls. I guess that's how they give you all that control. You got those very large control surfaces on this plane, and that's all part of it. So we'll go back to low rates, and I want to give it just a little more down elevator. See if I can get that nice and straight. Not too bad right there. It was giving me a little bit of a fall in the turn. Still climbing just a little bit, but give it some rudder. I have the rudder set up like I normally do, 100% with 25% expo. It doesn't change when I change rates, just the ailerons and the elevator. And of course my 5-minute timer's up. It just happens that fast when you're having fun. Let's do a loop. I am in low rates, so it's kind of a slow loop. No problem on the outside loop. Woo. Slipping it. Of course, the wind is coming out of the south, so that was attempting to land in the wrong direction. We need to get it out here a little bit farther and bring it back to the south for the landing. Well, we're gonna do that again. That was ugly. A little roll at the top of the climb. And we'll keep a little bit of throttle in it to try and smooth this out. Still a little bounce. Try it one more time. Those tires on this airplane are pretty hard. I gotta admit that to you guys. They are not soft at all. There, I stuck it. We'll take that landing because it hits so good. And that's the UMX Timber X. Man, I love this plane. Well, I want to take it up one more time. Let's take it back up in the air one more time. high rates, rolling it knife edge, and I tell you what, let's do a loop to a landing. Can I do it? Well, of course I'm gonna bounce it, but that's the nice thing about this Timber X is that landing gear is good and springy. Has plenty of give in the struts. Definitely gonna land better in low rates though, I think. Yep, there it is again. Much better in low rates. Able to get that, be able to pull on the elevator and get it to stick right at the end. So guys, man, what a wonderful day. I just love getting out here, especially on a nice day. Even though we got some serious cloud cover, it's a beautiful temperature out here. It's got to be low to mid 70s. Oh, it feels great. The only thing is I think we're getting ready to have some rain, so I do need to get things packed up. But man, these UMX, Timber X, and the Pitts, I absolutely love these two airplanes. I can't wait to get them back out and fly them again. Hopefully I don't wait as long as I did this time. Man, it's been a good little bit since I've had these out, and hopefully we keep getting some nice calm days so I can fly them some more. But they're a lot of fun. If you guys are interested in these, I'll definitely have them linked down in the description box, and including the battery. It's a Spectrum 3S 300 milliamp hour battery, and it's a perfect battery for this airplane. In fact, it was probably the battery they expected to use in this plane. And yeah, what a wonderful day. Big thank you to the Lord for blessing me with this day, and appreciate all your guys' support, including the members and the patrons. You guys are awesome. And until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.